Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming to hear me speak. My name is Catherine Maguire, and I'm the product manager for future messaging at BT. But we sort of work alongside the operator community, along with our colleagues in Google, to launch rich business messaging. And we will also hear from my colleague on the digital marketing hub for small businesses within BT, Rebecca Kendrick, who will come on at the end of the presentation to talk through her products. But you're probably wondering what any of this is about. I think there was maybe a bit of a lack of information in the app, but just to get in a nutshell, we're talking about diversifying your digital marketing spend and moving it into messaging. So I was just wondering in the audience if your business uses SMS at present. I've just seen my colleagues have put their hands up, no one else. I'll move on from that. But basically, a lot of marketing companies have been reluctant, and big brands have been reluctant to use SMS because it's quite boring technology. And why we wanted to come to this event like MadFest is to talk about how we can diversify that spend and reach lots of your customers on something called rich business messaging, which is in essence an upgrade to SMS, which is what we all have been used to in our native inbox. We all use WhatsApp for person-to-person communications, but for business communications, we're more likely to use SMS and get things like delivery notifications, etc. So I just want to talk about how RBM can meet you with like app-like features in your native inbox, and it might be a way to diversify your marketing spend and get a really great return on your bottom line for brand marketing campaigns. So at the minute, because of the limitations on features, about 3% of businesses are using SMS, and 96% of this business messaging is still SMS. So what we want to do is provide something that is a lot more exciting, and we're sort of with SMS, we're sort of in black and white TV in a digital world, and we can now provide rich business messaging, which you will be able to get trusted branding, customer safety and peace of mind for your brand, richer media, fast interactive content, videos, things like time-saving actions, which means that there'll be less customer error when it comes to sort of replying to things like delivery notifications for times, and ease of replying. And what we're seeing on these is versus SMS campaigns, about a 5 times higher conversion rate on brand communications and marketing campaigns globally, which means that for your bottom line and what you pay for it is really, really good bang for your buck with an RCS campaign versus what you might be spending on other digital marketing paradigms, which I'll talk throughout the presentation. So this is what we've been doing with EE, which is obviously the counterpart to BT in terms of our networks. But just imagine when you get comms from a brand at the moment, you're most likely to get an SMS with a link. But what we can provide now is much more exciting to customers, and is basically providing what you can expect from an app within your native inbox. So the customer doesn't have to do anything themselves. They will have this technology if they're on an Android device, which I'll talk more about. And you can see there that it's just much more exciting. The conversion rates speak for themselves in terms of the bottom line. And we're just seeing great results out of this one. This one was for the Samsung S10 device. So this went out to about 500,000 EE customers. Of that, about 5% were RBM enabled, because it was a couple of years ago before the technology had scaled. And out of that, we saw 21% of those sales come from the RBM campaign, which just shows how customers are interacting with this technology. For the essence of time, I'm just showing one demo, but just to talk about a few other campaigns. There was one done with Papa John's Pizza, which was for a vegan pizza campaign. They did it on RBM. They got 26% higher conversion than other digital marketing paradigms, including SMS and email, which just shows, again, the power of RBM as a digital marketing channel. Oop. So where we are in the market at the present, we have about, a lot of you won't have heard of this technology, and I'm hoping this is a pretty new audience for it, but we have about 17 million enabled users in the UK, and that's across all of the UK operators, Telefonica, O2, 3, and Vodafone. And that accounts for about 25% of the smartphones in the UK. When you think about that in terms of what you're getting on things like Instagram campaigns, influencer campaigns, it's a hell of a whack of eyeballs on any digital marketing campaign just to get into your inbox straight away. And the customer, again, doesn't have to do anything. We get a lot of, the arguments I might get when I speak to a brand is, but I'm only reaching 25% on this technology. But if you think about how much brands like yourselves will have spent on an app development. Even for an event like MadFest, I imagine it cost a fair whack to develop out that app. You get about that same audience with an RCS campaign straight away. You're not spending the $500,000 it costs for a big brand to grow and maintain an app every year. And you're also reaching another audience with very, very similar features. So it's a really good way to excite your audience with digital content in a new paradigm. So why we've invested in this, we want to, within BT, and indeed I'm working very closely, as I said, with the operator community, we want to make sure that we are meeting the market where it wants to be met. I mean, our last speaker talked about how Gen Z was taking over, and I think that's what we want to do. Like, I mean, I don't want to get an SMS from a company. I find it a very archaic technology these days. It's just a link. We can get personalization with RBM. We can get richer conversations with images. And we can get two-way conversations. And we want to ensure that we keep abreast with the technological changes that are happening in digital commerce and the generational shifts. I mean, I think analyst communities are saying that about 20% of this traffic will move to new technologies within the next 3 years, and BT want to be part of that conversation with our customers. So if you can see here, you're probably spending quite a lot on building out email campaigns. You'll get about a 3% average conversion from an email campaign, which will get about 3,000 sales. And this is an aggregate number out of hundreds of campaigns globally. You will get about a 20% conversion on an RBM campaign and about 20% of sales, which is a massively amazing bottom line for the campaigns that have been rolled out. And this is very big in Latin America. It's been rolled out quite a lot in the Asian markets, and we're seeing a lot of traction in the likes of France and Germany as well. So actually, before I move on to this slide, I just wanted to talk a bit more about how it could compare to other digital marketing paradigms. So another thing that you might want to spend money on is banner ad campaigns. They account for about 20% of marketing legacy spend in the market, and you're getting about 0.1 cent delivery on about $100 spent on those because customers are blind to them. There's a lot of spam within them. Chatbots are using them. Why not move some of your digital marketing traffic to an RBM campaign and see how it rolls out for you, and look at the conversion rates that you can get for that massive audience of 17 million in the UK. And obviously I'll be around after the presentation if anyone wants to talk further about how we could roll out one of those campaigns. There's also another thing we're doing within BT at present, which is priced the same as SMS. You can move your traffic that you might already have with BT onto something called RBM Basic Message or RCS Basic Message, which will provide read receipts and verified sender for all your brand communications, which increases the value of those tremendously for things like deliveries, marketing comms. Within the RBM conversation, you can also do targeted campaigns based on what customers have interacted with and target them out in that way. So it's just a completely new technology that customers can interact with in the market that we wouldn't have seen before. And I usually sort of do these talks at tech events and telco events, and I think it was just an opportunity to speak to a totally new brand, marketing-focused audience to share this technology and hopefully excite some interest within it. We can also, I actually see one of my colleagues here from IDEMO in the audience, which is he is providing for BT something called personalized video, and we're seeing huge conversion rates on this, and this can be pushed out on RCS, and we can use that as a vacuum for that. And you can see here, this is a BT example, but I think it's like 40% higher conversion than just informational content. You can use this for pushing out marketing comms. This is the mobile phone bill has been explained, and it inspires loyalty and uplift on campaigns for customers.
Things like delivery.
Another product that we're bringing in is something called a chatbot directory, which will be within a customer's native inbox. This will be coming probably by the end of this year, November, December time, across all UK operators. So if you're an Android user in the UK, you can expect to see this within your device. So what you will be here is another way. So if you said to BT, I want to run an RBM campaign, we could add you into the RCS chatbot directory, which is just another way to get eyeballs within your chatbot campaign. So you can see here you're within the default text messaging app. We've worked with some digital content creators already to visit the RCS chatbot directory, and then customers can interact with their favorite content and browse and deep link into content, and we'll have intent to purchase, etc. in there eventually. And we're hoping that we can scale this out really, really fast. brand would go here. You would get started with RCS, have conversations with target customers. And it's just another really exciting way to start a chat with your customers and obviously garner interest and conversion rates on any campaign. So we've already onboarded the likes of Condé Nast, The Independent, Lad Bible, and we're hoping that we can get as many brands as possible onto this before our launch, before the end of the year. But I think probably a lot of you will be used to interacting with the likes of WhatsApp for business. You know, when I think the last time I did it was on the Zara website. I just clicked in and started a conversation with a brand, and that's what we want to be able to bring into this chatbot directory. So it's much easier for brands to interact with or for customers to interact with the brands that they love on this channel that doesn't require any download from them. I mean, we all know about app fatigue in the market and everything that comes with that. So yeah, that was just a snapshot, 10 minutes on how you could possibly make money, really, off an RBM campaign within your brand. And I'll just ask my colleague, Rebecca Kendrick, to join on the stage to talk about the Digital Marketing Hub.
Hey, everyone. Cool. I'll keep this quick. It sounds like everyone is at the bar next door. So digital marketing and BT don't really go hand in hand together. With COVID, etc., I'm sure all of you are shopping local. People have gone from the big brands, so the likes of Tesco, etc., to their local high street. You know, really encouraging people to shop small. What might surprise you, out of 6 million small businesses across the UK, only around 3 million of them use digital as an online means to grow their business. So what we did at BT at the start of 2017, we got on board with 2,000 small businesses, got really under their skin, got to learn all about like what were their challenges, what were their needs, what could be better about these great solutions that are already in the marketplace and helping the bigger brands. How could we take them, adapt them to fit their needs? As a small business owner, you've got to wear many hats. You know, one day you could be fixing toilets, the next day you've got to create your whole marketing strategy. So what we did was create the Digital Marketing Hub. It's an all-in-one platform. It covers all channels, so Google, Instagram, Facebook. We've got really exciting roadmap ahead of us to expand out to more up-and-coming channels such as TikTok, YouTube. But it basically gives small businesses everything they need in the one place to publish, track, launch, measure, optimize all of their marketing activity with the aim of growing their presence online, but also growing their business. So yeah, it's a real move from BT, from the telecoms to the teletech world. What I'll do now, I'll just show you a quick video, and then you're all free to go to the bar.
I run my own business, and my time is precious. That's why I use BT's Digital Marketing Hub, as it's the tool to grow my businesses online. It makes it easy to advertise across Facebook, Google, and Instagram, all from one place, taking the pain out of digital marketing and giving me more time to focus on what I love. I start by choosing my level of support based on what suits me in my business. If I want to take it up a level, I can upgrade at any time and get extra support from the platform's digital experts, along with live chat whenever I have questions. When I'm ready to get started, I set out what I want to achieve. I tell the platform my goals, and it makes recommendations to help me hit them. Then, I can connect my website or create my bespoke landing page, which provides a simple and easy way of welcoming customers. In the analytics dashboard, I can see exactly how my marketing is performing at any time. Behind the scenes, the platform's built-in intelligence supports my next move. It's constantly making the most of my budget, as well as uncovering the most valuable Google searches to use in my ads. It's nice to know that no matter how small we are or how big we get, I can rely on my all-in-one digital platform. So at the end of each day, I can look forward to what tomorrow brings.
Yep, so that's the product. We launched our beta version back in February. We really ramped up our marketing in May. I'm not sure if any of you have seen the new BT ads across TV. They've got quite a good soundtrack, a bit different for BT as well. But yeah, it's like a move from BT to help small businesses and also help businesses who are working with small businesses. So any questions, let me know.
Catherine and Rebecca, thanks so much for sharing some insights into these new tools. I'm interested, what are the sort of campaigns that work best on IBM, SMS, and some of the other tools that you're using? What are the sorts of campaigns that work best?
I think in terms of being able to meet your customer tomorrow, you can roll out a direct marketing campaign on RBM. SMS is a 98% open rate, and you'll probably be able to reach very similar open rates because it's effectively the same channel for brand communications, and then you get the exciting app-like features on top of that. So pure brand marketing content would be probably the first thing to look at in terms of the campaign you might want to roll out for and maybe a new product or sale time for a brand or promotions, couponing. But really every vertical sort of fits in with this because the technology is quite versatile.
Okay, cool. And for small businesses that are here, what's the best way for them to get started? Do they go straight to the Digital Marketing Hub?
Google Digital Marketing Hub from BT Digital Marketing Hub, any of those. You can self-serve, so you can get up and running straight away yourself. We've also built out a mini agency based up in Manchester who can help you if your digital marketing skills aren't up to scratch. They can walk you through the entire journey from getting you set up to building you out a full marketing strategy.
Okay, great. Catherine, Rebecca, thank you so much.